Well, it's not looking too good for Young Thug. It's been almost 2 years since he was arrested on what is known as RICO, or racketeering charges, which is just a fancy word for being involved in organized criminal activities. And now, as of November, his trial is officially underway. But the way this whole trial has played out so far is pretty sketchy. The reason behind his conviction in the first place has a very obvious ulterior motive that has been hidden from the public eye so well, and still no one seems to be addressing it. If I were Young Thug, I'd be pissed. Plus, the actual evidence being used during this trial is super spotty. The prosecutors keep bringing up Thug's lyrics and using them as a means to offer legitimacy to the crimes he's being accused of. Which, I mean, come on, lyrics are usually super exaggerated. I mean, when Drake said this line, "I got a Drake in the studio and I don't just mean that I'm in this bitch." Do you really think he had a Drake slang for an AK in the studio with him? No, rappers lie all the time. So it's crazy to me that they're bringing up these lyrics and picking them apart one by one to validate their claims against him. Take this clip for example. The lead prosecutor brought up Thug's friend to question and also referenced lines from Young Thug's song Droppin' Jewels.
You don't kill him, better not be sloppy. Are those lines in Droppin' Jewels?
Yes. Whenever you read lyrics out of the context they're in, you know, without the melody, vocal inflections, and general narrative direction a song typically has, then it's gonna sound weird or violent or whatever else you want it to sound like. Because you're literally just reading lines as if someone is simply speaking them in a regular conversation. In fact, this whole dilemma of using musicians' lyrics in court against them is a highly debated topic. Jay-Z, along with a handful of other artists, pushed forward a bill known as Rap Music on Trial back in 2022. If passed, the bill in general would not allow prosecutors to use lyrics against a defendant. Unfortunately, it didn't end up passing, and Young Thug is really facing those consequences. Fat Joe, I bet you haven't thought of him in a while, was a big supporter of this bill and made a statement that I think really captures the situation, and frankly I was kind of surprised that Fat Joe was behind these words. But nevertheless, he said, "Our lyrics are a creative form of self-expression and entertainment, just like any other genre. We want our words to be recognized as art rather than being weaponized to get convictions in court." Fat Joe definitely gained a lot of respect in my book. In a similar vein, Killer Mike said, "Young Thug came out of a very desperate situation. He managed to escape the streets using rap lyrics. Young Thug, that's a character that Jeffrey Williams created, but Jeffrey Williams is a father." Aside from this whole debacle that even potentially infringes on the First Amendment freedom of speech, there's another totally separate issue about this whole case that's been hidden from the public eye. It's super corrupt, it's super political, and it's super crazy it's not being talked about anywhere. Alright, let me break it down for you. Fani Willis is the Fulton County District Attorney who spearheaded this whole operation to take down Young Thug and his conglomerate YSL back in May 2022. She was first appointed to her position as District Attorney on January 1st, 2021. And now, in 2024, her re-election is coming up later this year. So the timing of this all is kind of fishy. She's made it very public that while in office, her intent is to put every gang member from Atlanta in jail.
My number one focus is targeting gangs.
So let's piece this together. Her re-election race is coming up in 6 or so months. If she can make Young Thug look like this terrible gang member and lock him up for life right before her re-election, well, that'd be a really good look for her in the public voting eye, and no doubt she'd win a re-election. Okay, but this isn't even the most fucked up part. Back in 2019, she was actually defending YSL. Yeah, you heard that right. She was literally the defense lawyer for YSL Mondo, who is the co-founder of YSL. Check out this clip of Mondo explaining it.
The DA lady, Miss Fani Willis, she was my lawyer before she turned to be the DA, and she turned out to be the lady that's
I feel like
indicting YSL.
There's even footage of them in court together after she won the case for him. When asked about his experience working with Fani Willis, Mondo said, "I had auntie to nephew, mother to son type of talks with her. I know this is not her character. It's politics behind this shit." As if this wasn't enough evidence, of the 26 YSL members convicted, YSL Mondo isn't even one of them. It's as if there could be a conflict of interest if that did happen. It's unfortunate that Young Thug has been having to deal with this long and grueling process, and it's really hard to tell in which way this one is going to swing. Young Thug may get life in prison, or he may walk a free man. Only time will tell. What do you think of this trial? Also, I'm interested to hear what you guys think about using rap lyrics as part of a prosecution. Do you think it's fair game? Let me know in the comments, and if you liked this video, please throw us a sub and check out our other ones. Thanks for watching.